In the news this week, an explicit sex education website for teenagers is taken down. The government abandons its plan for age verification checks on pornography. And thousands speak out against unregulated abortion in Northern Ireland. Hello. A council-run sex education website for teenagers has been taken offline following complaints the content was dangerous and degrading. Set up by Warwickshire County Council, Respect Yourself included graphic descriptions of a variety of sexual acts. It included a 47-page sectionary, a glossary of explicit sexual vocabulary, and condoned promiscuity by telling girls about the best way to sleep with strangers. The Christian Institute's education officer, John Denning, said the material was degrading.
I think the problem is that it's based on the idea that there aren't any boundaries at all, other than perhaps consent. So there's a whole long list of bizarre sexual practices that are explained in detail on that website, including ones involving multiple partners, and some that are really, really degrading, especially to women. Some others that are really carry serious health risks. And it's such an utter contrast to the Christian vision of sex as a way in which a man and wife express their union and love for one another, a thing of beauty, not a thing that's debased, where people are just finding personal gratification through using other people's bodies.
Promised restrictions on children viewing pornography online have been dropped by the government. Users would have been required to prove their age using a credit card or passport. But the Adam Smith Institute, a libertarian think tank, claimed the blocks would infringe freedom. In a written statement, the Culture Secretary, Nicky Morgan, said the government still wants to protect children from online harms, but will look at alternative solutions. Colin Hart, director of the Christian Institute, called it a big victory for pornographers and the campaign of the Adam Smith Institute. It's a warning for Christians about the values of the libertarian right. Their influence could also lead to other radical changes, like the legalisation of drugs. The SNP has voted to campaign for the decriminalisation of illegal drugs. At its party conference in Aberdeen, it called for drug laws to be devolved to Scotland, with the intention of decriminalising the possession and consumption of drugs, including heroin and cocaine. It came as the manager of a London soup kitchen urged people not to continue the fashionable lie that drugs are harmless. Martin Stone speaks to countless homeless people every year and says almost all are addicted to drugs. He said those that blithely dismiss recreational drugs as a harmless bit of fun are either willfully ignorant or unspeakable hypocrites. Drugs aren't harmless, they are highly destructive, and it's only by accepting this that we can start to build a culture where buying or using illegal drugs becomes socially unacceptable. And finally, thousands of people have signed a petition challenging the imposition of abortion on Northern Ireland. Westminster politicians voted in July for the change if the Stormont Assembly has not returned by the 21st of October. Over 25,000 people have signed a pro-life petition calling for the restoration of the Northern Ireland Executive. Baroness O'Loan, who spearheaded the call, said she had deep concerns about the safety of women and the unborn. There are significant legal uncertainties which give rise to great concern for the safety of mothers and their unborn babies. Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.